Friends, in today's podcast, I'm going to talk about the topic RIA, the way forward. The Registered Investment Advisor is a new category of SEBI registered entities. It's been here for the last 5-6 years, and it's fast becoming a very powerful way for advice to be delivered. It has just undergone its next transformation. This transformation is clearly investor centric. It makes the alignment between the investor and the advisor much better. Obviously, this will also lead to a lot of changes in how advisors construct their work, how they deliver advice, and how they are compensated. Let me first throw some light on what I think is the way forward. Firstly, this change in the RIA regulation will lead to more specialization. When we saw the first RIA regulation, it was principally constructed keeping the mutual fund advisor in mind. Direct option was also brought in. So it gave opportunities for both clients and advisors to explore a new way of interacting, engaging, and doing business. With the present changes in the regulation, some signals are very clear. On the one side, the mutual fund industry has not really reduced its total expense ratios in the smaller sized fund schemes. Regulations allow them to price their smaller schemes better. So as an advisor, if I am to choose niche products, then that cost tends to get added to the investor even if it is under the direct option. So the advisor and the investor are not helped by how pricing in direct option in the niche products is functioning, which means the advisor only has to go towards the larger products which are very big asset bases, and even if the advisor gives his very best, these products may actually not meet the expectations of the investor. Therefore, the onus now shifts to the advisor to raise his level of specialization. It is only then that investors will appreciate the role of the advisor, his relevance to the investor's wealth creation journey, and the ability of the advisor to translate his investment thinking, research, and process into tangible results for the advisor. So the time has come for more specialization, which means the advisor now has to clearly move beyond just the mutual fund space. The regulation is still heavily weighed in by what happens in the mutual fund space, but an innovative advisor has to move beyond what is happening in the mutual fund space. It is time for much more specialization. But that still does not reduce the relevance of products. As advisors nuance their service, improve the knowledge base, try to create a far more effective advisory solution, which could even be a product, it is inevitable that the threshold for RIA will go up. Advisors will not have the viability to work with smaller clients, which means the smaller client will have to either do it himself or go to the distribution business and find good advice there. It would not be possible for an RIA to work with smaller clients. That is my reading. Because there are different rules that have come into this regulation which will effectively not make it viable for the advisor. And if it is not viable, I think one should simply make a clean break and not do it. because what you do should be viable for you and you should be able to give a good solution for the client. Otherwise, both are going to be unhappy. So, which means that the threshold is going to definitely rise. So, only larger clients will work with advisors and the smarter advisors will work only with the larger clients. In conclusion, the relationship between an RIA and his client is going to be far more evolved. It's going to be far more long lasting. They need to journey together from where they begin to the place where the investment goals, aspirations, and financial freedom sought by the investor are all achieved one by one. It is going to be a test of how this relationship grows symbiotically and provides more than ample benefits to the investor who places faith in the RIA. If one is going to productize his business, then it is going to be one where the products meet the investment goals of the client and provide what they promise. Essentially, we are heading towards a phase where the RIA ecosystem will get progressively better, become more oriented towards risk and process management, fill gaps which the mutual fund ecosystem refuses to fill at this point in time, move away from a selling oriented approach towards a buying oriented approach, and be a system that stands out for trust and confidence. Thank you for watching this podcast.